Most arguments aren't won by intelligence. They're won by emotional control. The louder person rarely wins. The calmer one does. Socrates understood this over 2,000 years ago. He didn't argue. He didn't attack. He asked questions and watched bad arguments collapse under their own weight. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 Socratic questions that quietly dismantle almost any argument at work, in relationships, or when someone is trying to corner or manipulate you. And the final question is the one most people never see coming. If you're building calm authority, emotional control, and quiet power, subscribe. This channel is built for that mindset. Why questions are more powerful than statements. Here's the mistake most people make in arguments. They try to prove they're right. The moment you defend yourself, you give the other person control of the frame. Socrates did the opposite. He asked questions that forced the other person to clarify their thinking, expose assumptions, confront contradictions. You don't overpower people with questions. You let their own reasoning do the work. That's why this method feels calm and devastating. Question 1. What do you mean by that? This is the foundation. Most arguments survive on vague language. When someone says, "That's obvious. Everyone knows this. That's just how it is." Ask calmly. What do you mean by that? Not aggressively. Not sarcastically. Just curious. This forces precision, and most weak arguments collapse right here. If they can't explain it clearly, they don't understand it, and you didn't have to challenge them at all. Question 2. How did you come to that conclusion? This question shifts the conversation from opinion to process. You're not attacking what they believe. You're examining how they arrived there. Ask, how did you come to that conclusion? Now they must reveal their evidence, their assumptions, or their emotional bias. If their answer is, "That's how I feel," "I heard it somewhere," it just makes sense. You've exposed the weakness quietly. Strong ideas survive scrutiny. Weak ones avoid it. Question 3. What assumptions are we making here? Every argument rests on hidden assumptions. This question brings them into the light. Ask, what assumptions are we making here? This does 2 things. It slows the conversation. It shifts you into a position of leadership. Now you're not debating sides. You're examining the foundation. Many arguments fall apart when people realize they've been standing on unproven beliefs. And again, you didn't oppose them. You guided them. Question 4. Is there another way to look at this? This is where emotional intensity starts to drop. Ask calmly, is there another way to look at this? This question reduces defensiveness, invites flexibility, exposes rigid thinking. If they say no, they reveal closed-mindedness. If they say yes, their certainty weakens. Either way, the argument loses force. Certainty hates alternatives. Truth can handle them. Question 5. What would happen if we're wrong? This is the most powerful question of all. Ask, what would happen if we're wrong? Now the argument must confront consequences, not emotionally, logically. This question forces humility. It reminds everyone that certainty is fragile. Most people don't defend ideas. They defend their identity. This question separates the two, and when identity detaches from the argument loses its grip. How to use this without sounding manipulative? Here's the key. Tone matters more than wording. These questions only work if you stay calm, stay curious, stay slow. If you rush them, they feel like traps. If you deliver them gently, they feel like dialogue. Socratic strength is quiet. You're not trying to win, you're trying to understand. Understanding just happens to win. The strongest people in a room don't dominate conversations. They guide them. They don't raise their voice. They raise the quality of thinking. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Arguments collapse faster under questions than they ever do under force. That's Stoic power. Calm, controlled, unshakable. If this helped you see conversations differently, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom on emotional control, communication, and quiet authority. And comment questions if you're going to start using this method.